So welcome everyone. This morning we're going to go through a sequence, a level 1 sequence of Purna Yoga, where we'll be integrating asana, pranayama, we'll be doing some meditation and incorporating the principles of the philosophy, the yoga philosophy. So if we start by just taking the palms of the hands together, the thumbs in towards the centre of the chest, soften, relax the shoulders, the elbows down, gently closing the eyes. Look for that feeling of the chest lifting. We'll start with an invocation, a dedication, a chant to our teachers, and even more so the teachers of our teachers. Let's coordinate our breath by exhaling, empty the lungs. Take a slow, deep inhalation. And then from there, if we just gently lean forward, and as you come forward, just taking the arms out in front, releasing the neck, relaxing the forehead towards the floor, and taking care with your knees. If you have any problems with the knees, let's come up and take both feet off to the side. But for those who find it comfortable, let's roll forward over the feet onto the knees. And then from there, uncross the feet, take the big toes together, buttocks back to the heels, knees nice and wide, out towards the edges of our mat. And then by walking the hands forward, releasing the forehead to the floor, soften the chest towards the floor, Adho Mukha Virasana, downward facing hero pose. So just softening the buttocks back to the heels. Relaxing the chest towards the floor. And then from there, on the inhalation, looking forward. As we exhale, walking the hands back to sitting. Bringing the knees together. And by positioning ourselves all the way towards the end of the mat, with the buttocks to the heels, we're going to come into a posture called locust posture. So from here, inhale, and as you exhale, begin to walk the hands forward, and we'll come up onto the hands and knees. And then gently, just lying yourself down onto the floor. Now, if you need to do a gentle practice today, just turn your head to the side, just rest with the head to the floor. Otherwise, from here, taking your arms down by your side, forehead to the floor. Take a breath, inhale, and then as we exhale, begin to raise the head, legs, arms looking forward. Feeling the back muscle switched on. Any problems with the neck, just look straight down at the floor in front of you. Or if it feels comfortable for your neck, begin to look forward, gradually lifting the rib cage off the floor. Legs nice and firm, legs lifting high. Take a deep breath, inhale. And as you exhale, placing the hands below the shoulders, feet to the floor, let's come back into child pose. So buttocks back to the heels, Balasana. If you need to, you can put a blanket between the buttocks and the heels to make it more comfortable for your knees, taking the arms back beside you, back of the hands facing up, forehead resting towards the floor. So sometimes it's really nice to repeat that another once or twice. but today we're going to move on to a posture known as Bhujangasana, very similar to the last one. A little bit stronger on the back, so just be very gentle if you need to. So stretching the arms forward, Bhujangasana is a cobra. So stretching forward, reaching forward with the hands. It's also part of the salute to the sun that we'll be doing later. So start to come up onto the hands and knees. And then from there we can just bend the elbows, dip the chest towards the floor, and as you inhale, slide through, belly button on the floor, and only really lifting up as high as you did in the last posture, in the locust posture. So gradually, shoulders lifting, but at the same time drawing the shoulders back towards the kidneys, looking forward, breathing deeply, feet no wider than hip width apart. Now hold it here, deep breath, inhale, and again back into child pose, exhale. So buttocks back to the heels, taking the arms back beside you. Soften the shoulders and just completely surrender. Balasana, a very rejuvenating posture. So at any time throughout the practice this morning that you need to have a rest, just come down into this posture, staying for at least 5 to 10 breaths. And when you feel ready, you can just join back in again. So from there, if we take the arms back out in front, just once more, reaching forward with the hands, and let's come up onto the hands and knees like in a tabletop position. So still staying with the spine, we're going to now be moving towards warming the spine up with some gentle flowing breaths. Vidalasana, the cat pose. So from there, look for the feeling of lifting the buttocks towards the ceiling. And then with the next inhalation, look forward with the eyes, open the chest between the arms. And as you exhale, curl the chin into the chest, chest up towards the ceiling, let the buttocks tuck under. And again, inhalation, looking forward or up, be careful with the neck, lifting the buttocks. And as you exhale, chin to chest, chest to ceiling, let the buttocks tuck under. And again, inhale, looking forward or up, lifting the buttocks. Exhale, chin to chest, and just continue in your own time for another 2 or 3 breaths. Rounding the spine towards the ceiling and then opening the chest towards the floor. Feeling that movement through the spine. So one more cycle. And when you're ready, again taking the buttocks to the heels. Child pose. Soften, relax. And as we move through the practice, just keeping that respect for ourselves, practicing that principle of ahimsa, non-violence, that we're not pushing the body beyond its limits today, and rather just starting to explore the edge of our comfort zone. From here we're going to, after doing the cat pose, only appropriate really that we do a dog pose. So let's stretch the arms forward, reach forward with the hands. So once more, coming up onto the hands and knees. Now let's take some care with our alignment. Spread the fingers, taking the hands out nice and wide, shoulder width apart or slightly wider. And then from there, with the knees, look down at the knees and take the knees and the feet hip width apart. Trying to maintain good symmetry with the body, that the knees and the feet are an equal distance back from the hands, equal distance from each edge of the mat. Tucking the toes under. Inhale, look forward to open the chest. Now slowly, as you exhale, begin to take the knees off the floor, head down. So just keeping the knees bent to begin with. Even the heels can be high. Looking for that lift of the sit bones. And as we draw the sit bones up towards the ceiling, keeping the elbows nice and straight, neck soft, gradually now drawing up on the kneecaps so you start to straighten the legs and gradually easing the heels down towards the floor. Adho Mukha Svanasana, downward facing dog pose. If you're feeling really tight in the hamstrings, you can just keep the knees slightly bent. Anytime you need to, come back down and rest into child pose. Very nice stretch for the legs, lengthening the hamstrings and the calf muscles. Nice stretch and strengthening for the shoulders and arms, but particularly beneficial for the heart, one of the best postures of all for strengthening the heart muscle. And from here we're going to give the hips a little stretch. So let's start by bending the right knee. Bending the right knee and take the right toes across to the left side of the mat. Then slide the right knee in towards the right hand. Ekapada or Rajakapotasana. So pointing away through the left toes, gradually walk the left leg back. Now if you're a bit tight there in the hips, just putting a support underneath the right buttock. Check that the left leg's in a straight line behind. Now squaring the hips off to the front wall, inhale, lift and open the chest. And then as you exhale, coming forward. Walking the hands all the way forward and eventually forehead to the floor. Or if necessary, bend the elbows, put one hand on top of the other and rest the head to the hands. You can even make little fists to rest the head onto. At this point, squaring the hips off to the floor. Very nice stretch for the hips, but also a good posture for the prevention of sciatica, stretching out that sciatic nerve through that right buttock. And to release, inhale, looking forward. Exhale, walking the hands back, tucking the left toes under. So we'll come back into Adho Mukha Svanasana, down dog. And when you're ready, taking that left knee forward. Checking the right legs in a straight line behind. Inhale, lift, open the chest, square off the hips. Exhale, coming forward. Looking for that feeling of softening the left buttock towards the floor and at the same time rolling the right hip towards the floor. One of the best postures of all for tight hips. Just need to be mindful of that knee, that we don't feel any strain in the knee. And then inhale, looking forward. As we exhale, walking the hands back, right toes under. So again, down face dog. And from down face dog, we'll do another one of the postures that are part of the salute to the sun. So bending the knees and walking the feet forward. Let's see if we can walk the feet in between the hands. So with the 2 feet together. Release the neck, relaxing the head down. Ideally, if you can, keep the knees bent, fingertips touching the floor. And gradually begin to straighten the legs as much as you can with the hands on the floor. So you just start to feel that gentle stretch in the back of the legs, Uttanasana. The word Uttana actually means intense stretch, but for now let's just take it into a gentle stretch. And then bending the knees again until the chest touches the thighs. Keep the neck soft, head down, exhale. And slowly unroll the spine as you inhale, coming up into Tadasana, the mountain posture. So standing with Tadasana, in Tadasana with the arms by your side. And we're going to come back into Uttanasana again, but through another posture known as Urdhva Hastasana, all part of the salute to the sun. So as you exhale, turn the palms out. Inhalation, taking the arms out and up. If it's really comfortable for the neck, look up towards the hands, otherwise look forward. And then as you exhale, turn the palms out. Bend the knees to keep your back safe as we slowly swan dive forward, taking the hands back down towards the floor. Neck soft, head down, and for some of us a gentle stretch in the legs. Just be careful though that we don't strain the lower back. Now if your back's a bit weak or sore, just unroll the spine to standing, but for those of us a little stronger option. As you inhale, take the arms out to the side, coming all the way back up. Urdhva Hastasana again, upward facing hands. Exhale, Tadasana. And gently closing the eyes. So Tadasana, mountain posture. Relaxing the shoulders, balancing ourselves between the balls of the feet, the heels. Ideally, ankle bones touching, the base of the big toes together. Even weight, left foot, right foot. Balls of the feet, the heels, toes soft and relaxed. Thighs active, kneecaps lifting. Buttocks firm but not tight. Spine lifting, front, back of the chest open. Shoulders relaxed, elbows straight, fingers pointing to the floor. And lifting tall, growing tall through the top of the head. Bottom of the chin, perfectly parallel to the floor. Tadasana, the mountain posture. Now from here we'll go through our salute to the sun. So exhale, open the eyes, turn the palms out. As we inhale, taking the arms out and up. Urdhva Hastasana, be careful with that neck. As you exhale, turn the palms out, swan dive forward. Bend the knees if you need to. Uttanasana, gentle stretch in the back of the legs. All of us now, bend the knees. Inhale, look forward, hands on the floor. Exhale, big step with the right foot, take it all the way back, right knee to the floor. Keeping that left knee directly above the heel. Inhale, lift and open the chest. As you exhale, taking the left foot back, child pose, buttocks to the heels, arms reaching forward, forehead to floor. Then as you inhale, swoop through, Bhujangasana, the cobra. Navel on the floor, shoulders back from the ears, tuck the toes under. Exhale, down dog. Just stay for a breath or two, feet hip width apart. Stretching the legs, soften the neck. And then on the next inhalation, let's sweep the right foot all the way forward beside the right thumb, left knee to the floor, lift and open the chest. As you exhale, step the left foot to the right, Uttanasana. Unroll the spine, or as you inhale, sweep the arms out to the side, Urdhva Hastasana. Exhalation, Tadasana. And we'll come straight into the opposite side. Inhalation, Urdhva Hastasana. Exhalation, Uttanasana. Bend the knees, inhale, look forward. As you exhale, big step, left foot, take it back, left knee to floor. Inhale, lift and open the chest, keeping that right knee above the heel. Exhale, Balasana, child pose, toes pointing away. As we inhale, sweep forward. Bhujangasana, cobra. Be careful with the lower back there. Down dog, exhale. And straight away this time, inhale, left foot forward, all the way forward beside the left hand, right knee on the floor. And as we exhale, Uttanasana. Gentle stretch, feet together. Inhale, unroll, or Urdhva Hastasana. Exhalation, Tadasana. And just closing the eyes. Just closing the eyes, reconnecting there with the breath. Perhaps being aware of the heart beating a little faster than normal. And as you deepen the breath, take a little more time with each breath and feel the connection to the heart. As we slow the breath, the heart rate begins to slow. And thus we achieve that recovery so much more quickly, all through the breath. And let's see how our balance is going today. We're going to do a posture called Vriksasana, the tree pose. So gently opening the eyes and taking the hands onto the hips. Now, if you'd like to do a gentle variation of this, we can all try it to begin with. Raise your right heel, turn the right toes to the side, just resting your right heel onto the left ankle. So if you're feeling a little challenged with the balance, just stay like this. Otherwise, we can raise the right leg. If you'd like to do the full posture and still feel challenged with the balance, you can go to the wall. But taking the right hand down, take hold of the ankle. Taking the heel to the groin. Pressing the left thigh into the right foot, keeping the gaze directly ahead on the wall in front. Taking that right knee back, extend through the arms. Palms up, inhale. And as you exhale, bending the elbows, taking the heel of the hand just above the head. Shoulders down, elbows back, keeping the left leg active. So just 5 to 8 breaths here. And then we can inhale, stretch up, palms out, exhale. And then from there, all of us inhale, stretching that right leg out in front, lean forward slightly, exhale, release, hands to the hips. Just give the feet a little stretch coming up onto the toes. So bending the left knee, settle onto the right heel, and do the same variation as the other side. So if appropriate, take hold of the ankle, heel to groin, pressing now the right thigh into the left foot. Open through the hips, extend through the arms, stretch up, inhale, exhalation. And then on the next inhalation, stretching up, palms out, exhale, left leg forward, inhale, exhale, release. So hands to the hips, give the feet a little stretch. And just stepping the feet out about hip width apart, not too wide. So those were most of our warm-up sequence. So we're moving into the more middle of the class, a more dynamic part of the class. And we'll start with this standing posture, Virabhadrasana 1. So from here, if we just take a nice big step with the left foot just over a leg length away, stepping that left foot back. Now, as much as you can, square off the hips to the front wall, pressing back into, if it goes there comfortably, the left heel, as we bend the right knee. Just taking the right knee above the heel. Try and look for that feeling of the buttocks moving down, pubic bone lifting, and then from there we can take those arms out and up. If it's not comfortable for the shoulders, just put the hands back onto the hips. But eventually, if your shoulders are tight, just keep the hands shoulder width apart, but eventually, palms together, elbows straight. Any problems with the neck, keep looking forward. Otherwise, we can look up towards the thumbs. So keep squaring off the hips. It's a little bit of a back bend, so keep those buttocks moving down, lifting the pubic bone. Ideally, our elbows nice and straight. Breathing deeply. Virabhadrasana 1, the warrior, feeling that chest coming forward, lifting, proud like a warrior. And then with the eyes, inhale, looking forward. Exhale, release. Tadasana with the feet apart. And then from there, hands to the hips, stepping the right foot back. Nice big step, just over a leg length away. Square off the hips. So as much as you can, right toes pointing forward, bending into the left knee, keeping the left knee above the heel. Again, not too much arch in the lower back, buttocks down, pubic bone up. And if it's okay for the shoulders, taking the arms out and up, eventually looking at the palms. Again, elbows straight. Squaring off the hips. Breathing deeply.